Hey guys, Vibrain here. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel for another video. Today I will be doing a reading log, new series, and series that I'm just continuing. So first I'm going to start off with series that I have read online, so the English scans. So the first thing that I read for the first time was Sakomoto Days. So shout out to Lex in the Discord because she encouraged me to start reading this, and I'm very glad that she did because this is such a great read. I think Sakomoto Days is great for beginners. I think I'm about 20 chapters in. It's funny, there's action, very easy story to follow. You know, the ex-hitman turned family man now. He's all chubby, and sometimes when he fights, he loses a lot of weight, so he gets like super skinny. There's Sheen, who's my favorite character, who is clairvoyant, so he can hear people's thoughts. And then he starts working at the convenience store that Mr. Sakamoto owns, and then someone else starts working at the convenience store, and they're basically now like, you can't kill anybody, but they still fight people. So I think that is such a great read, especially if you are like beginner getting into manga. So the next thing that I read English scans of is Blood on the Tracks. I read the first 3 volumes of that, and oh my god, that mother is crazy. She's crazy. She's crazy. I love a good crazy story. I've been like wanting to get into Blood on the Tracks, but I just never did. And now I was like, let's do it. Let's get into it. Read the first 3 volumes. Love them so much. I think I'm going to continue it by picking it up physically. So let's see when I actually get around to doing that. But it's basically, I can't even say what it's about, to be honest. It's like this mom who's crazily obsessed with her son and very overprotective, but she's crazy. That's all I can really say, is that she's crazy. So there's a lot going on with her. So I really did enjoy Blood on the Tracks. And then the last English scans that I had read was Choking on Love. Love that one. I've been trying to pick it up physically. Haven't been able to find it at my store or at, stores near me. But I think I read just everything that was out of this, or that's available of English scans. It's this girl who goes to this art school, and she meets this band at her job, and they're being very loud and obnoxious, and she kind of yells at them. And then one of the main guys in the band, is helping her with this school assignment. I can't remember exactly what her department is, but I think he's in sculpting or painting or something. So 2 totally different departments. He's very carefree, and she's like has to do things how they have to be done. So she's like type A and he's type B. So you kind of see them kind of have feelings for each other, and it's, college setting. So if you're looking for something that is older and not just like high school romance, I love this one. A lot of people don't, or I've been hearing things that people don't like this one because it's rushed, or they don't really see like the love between the two, because they do get together very early on. So I actually like that a lot. It doesn't feel rushed to me. It felt very natural how they got together. So very cute read. Check that one out if you guys haven't already. So now getting into the physical manga that I have read this go around is Fire Punch Volume 5. So there's 8 volumes of this in total. Now that I'm on the 5th one, I'm so sad my favorite character dies in this volume. I kind of saw it coming, so I like braced myself for it. But it started off with this series. I was thinking it was just going to be Agni getting revenge, but there's so much more going on. We have like the ice witch is real, and she has a whole underlining plot of what she wants to do for the world. And Togoda was like making a movie because she's been alive for centuries. So this is like placed in the future. So she was alive when movies were coming out. So she's making a movie with Agni, and it's a lot going on. So it's a lot more than I was expecting. So I'm curious of how the last 3 volumes are going to go. But I have really been enjoying Fire Punch so far. Then for another green cover that I have read was volume 2 of The Guy She Was Interested In Wasn't a Guy at All. Reading volume 2 just confirmed my love for this series. I think it's so cute. I think the two of them are really cute together. Mitsuki flirts, and I feel like she doesn't realize that she's flirting with Aya, because Aya just gets super flustered, and I just love their dynamic. I really do. It's always like the first 2 chapters of the volume are a bunch of short mini chapters that kind of don't have to do with one another, and then the last 2 chapters kind of go back into the plot. So if you don't like things like that, to where it's like a bunch of little things that don't focus on an overall plot, then I wouldn't recommend this one. But once we get to those last 2 chapters, because it did it in volume 1, I believe, as well. Once they get to those last 2 chapters, it's the plot that's kind of flowing into each other. So I love this one so much, and now Mitsuki is making a song in this one, so I love them together. I really do. So next up, I read Bluelock volume 12, so I'm finally getting into the U20 arc. But this is just like the beginning of it, so we don't even, or I don't even know who is gonna be playing for Team Bluelock yet in the U20 tournament. I didn't watch season 2, so nobody spoil for me. I don't want to know nothing. If you spoil for me, I'm coming for you. But I love Bluelock. I do. I don't know much to say about this because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read this far. I feel like I might be the only one. But I feel like it's just further proving that Isagi has more to him than what people have seen, because he is highly underestimated, especially in this volume. So I really did enjoy this one, and I know I'm going to enjoy the U20 arc. So looking forward to keep reading that. So next up, I have Firefly Wedding Volume 1. I've actually also have read everything that's currently available in the English scans online, but I had picked this up and I reread the first volume. So I love Firefly Wedding. I really do. So if you guys don't know what it is, Shinpei, on the cover here, is a assassin, like very brutal assassin. And Satoko, I think is her name, Satoko, or yeah, I'm going to say Satoko. I might be mispronouncing that. But she is getting marriage proposals at the time, and her father's trying to get her married off, but she has a illness to where she doesn't know if she's gonna live much longer. And her whole thing is she wants her husband to know that she's very ill. And it's kind of hard because then no one's gonna want to marry her anymore. So one day she's in town, she gets kidnapped, and she meets Shinpei, and Shinpei is to kill her at 9 p.m. So she's like, how the hell am I getting out of here? So she proposes to him, basically. She's like, marry me, like, let's get out of here, let's get married. And he's like, just to warn you, I love hard. And he loves her hard. Like, he will do anything for her. He'll kill whoever he has to kill. Like, no one's getting her, whatever. But now she's like stuck with this quote unquote crazy man trying to get home. And she just only said that marriage proposal to get home. Like, she doesn't actually mean it. So definitely check out Firefly Wedding because it's really good. The action is really good. The romance is really good. Shinpei he's scary looking, but like, he's also my Pookie. So yeah, love this one. So next up for my physicals, I got Pink and Habanero Volume 2. It's funny because all the physicals that I read either have a pink cover or a green cover. So Pink and Habanero Volume 2, we get more about Kay is his name. I couldn't remember his name. We get more about Kay, just more of his gentle side, more of his funny side. In the first volume, there was someone out to like blackmailing Kay through Mugi. So in this volume, you figure out, or you find out who was blackmailing them. So after that whole thing is done, it's cute. Like, I don't know, all their moments are like super cute together. And I feel like he is starting to have feelings for her, and she already has feelings for him. So this volume like solidified that he's not as much as an asshole as he was putting out that he was. So I'm really excited for volume 3. I cannot wait to read it because this one ended off on, oh my god, I just flipped through it again, on such a good spot. So I really love reading volume 2. So the very last thing that I had read this go around was Ultramaniac Volume 5. I read the whole series this go around, but I was like, let me just bring out Volume 5 because this is my favorite cover. We got the pink going on. We got all of them on here. So Ultramaniac is about a magical girl. So if you like magical girls, then check this out. But she's not your typical magical girl. So Nina is from the Magic Kingdom, and she does magic through this little device that she has, and she puts it into food, and then you eat the food and she casts a spell on you. And she befriended this girl, Ayu, and Ayu is like so sick of Nina because she keeps casting these outrageous spells on her, but they form such a great friendship. Like Nina becomes Ayu's best friend, and I think that's my favorite thing about this is that it has 2 female leads that you just love. Like you can't hate either of them. And of course, you know, there's romance going on, and the underlining thing is Ayu likes this one guy, and then Nina likes this other guy, and it's a whole thing. But I love in this last volume that we do get a time skip because they're in middle school in here. So you get a time skip at the end, 3 years, so they're about to graduate high school. So I love when things have a little time skip to kind of wrap things up. And then I also love the fashion in here. Like you can see on the cover alone, like them wearing the outfits. So when they're not in school, they go all out on the outfits. So I love the mangaka for having them switching up on the outfits, because it can be a little bit tiring if you're reading something and they're only ever in their school uniforms, but the fashion here is crazy. So I loved reading this. This was so cute, and I didn't think that I was going to love this as much as I did. So this is definitely one of my favorite older shoujo beat mangas. All right, guys, so that's it. So this is all the physicals I read, and then the 3 things that I read online. Sakomoto Days, Blood on the Tracks, and Choke on Love. If you guys like me doing a little wrap up like this, please let me know, because I was thinking about doing more like reading log videos, but I didn't know if anybody was interested in like what I had read and what I thought about it. Okay, so I ran out of storage space, so there might be an awkward cut, but yeah, let me know if you guys had read any of these in the comments below. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.